What's good, guys? I just finished the electric conversion on my 30-degree North Buggy. Just wanted to show you guys what's up with it. This one was a 1.0 during the Black Friday sale where they gave you the 2.0 conversion kit. So I installed that. And then the electric conversion I did on this one is like 90% 3D printed. Like even part of the engine mount is 3D printed. We'll see how long it lasts. Technical difficulty. Oh, if you buy the 2.0 body, this is one of the color schemes. It's it still has the, there you can see it, the film over it, so it won't quite look like this when you get it. I think they like sprayed some black on the outside here. Like all this stuff, even this piece of tape, that's how it came. So here it is. Yeah, I just drove it yesterday to test it. But battery trays are 3D printed with these Apex straps. 3D printed receiver box, 3D printed ESC mount. And you can kind of see down here what I was trying to use this motor mount because I like how it clamps from the front and the back. But this piece here is actually made for, I think, a 5T, like the 1.0, because the spacing doesn't fit on this thing. So I ended up just 3D printing a way bigger and thicker piece to go there. And it's just kind of supporting the rear of the engine, the motor. So I don't think it's gonna, the forces probably won't be too great on it. But yeah, there you can see the ESC mount. The other half of the engine. It's running a 19.2. Let's see. I did some spacers right in there to fit that, the bigger servo. Make these little wire loom kind of holders. I think that's it. That's pretty much it. I mean, the coolest thing about it, I could say, is that I didn't drill any holes in the chassis. The only 3 holes I had to drill were in this plastic side guard. And it's just, for the battery trays to be more secure. I try to get the CG down all the way on the chassis, like basically as much as I could. So you see I don't have a ton of space. But on my DBX-LE2, like the batteries are kind of just like this. And I've never really had a problem. So yeah. I mean, I wouldn't recommend this as your first fit scale because it was kind of a basket case without the electric conversion. But maybe a second or third, if you don't mind putting some work in. I had to make this tool because when I bought it, the diff housings in here weren't molded right. And so you seal up the diff housing and the case, the gears would basically just grind really loud. And I hit up Fearless RC they sent me like a gang of parts to fix it, you know, because it was doing it in the front and the back. But the funny thing is, the new cases did the same exact thing. And so what I did was buy a Losi case for the 5T, and then basically I just used the depth gauge, measured everything, and coming to find out the holes where the bearings go were out of spec. So I 3D printed this little 20 millimeter dowel, and I don't know, it will focus. But I glued a piece of sandpaper to the end and then I just kind of lightly rubbed inside the hole, you know, no diddy, until things actually worked, until the gears meshed correctly. You kind of see that spot there. That's a low spot, and where these white parts are, those were the high spots that I had to basically sand out. And I actually had to do it. Hold on, let me see if I can. Yeah, I don't have a housing with me right now. But basically, the housing, the part where this, what is it? The output bearing, that hole needed to be sanded, as well as the holes for the bearings for the output cups. These right here. But after that, put it together and everything, you know, glided smooth. If you do this, you know, just be careful not to sand too much, because when you run it, the gears will wear in, and then they might be too loose and you'll have to shim. You know, but if nothing fits and you put everything together and it grinds, just try measuring your holes, and you might, you know, do yourself a favor and make one of these guys. Shoot, that's it. I'll probably post a video on my YouTube driving it. But I mean, the only thing I think I have to worry about is like too much chassis flex, because like the way I made this, I tried to tie everything together so that I would not have to drill holes, you know. So like these little brackets that I use for the trays, they kind of all tie into each other from here to here, back here, and then there's more brackets under here through here, basically coming all the way back there. And doing that, I was able to basically get everything super rigid, you know. The last thing I want to do is put a cooler looking body on here, so if everything works and I don't have to worry about drivetrain issues that much. So I'm just gonna be driving this on a track. You know, there's not even any jumps on our track. It's just a lot of rough terrain. But I want to shorten these and make something like this that will fit on one of the more modern cab forward bodies. But we'll see, because I don't know how long this thing's gonna hold us. All right, guys, just wanted to show it, you know. Have a good one.